Hey guys, Energy here. This is going to be a quick video, but also one that's a little bit ranty. But hopefully that rant will come across as a constructive rant, because I think Topps has a lot of potential in what they can do with 2021 Topps Chrome, or future years of Topps Chrome. We'll see what ends up happening. But so anyway, I was looking through Cardboard Connection. This is the site I'm going to be using tonight. Cardboard Connection, fantastic website. I encourage you guys to check them out for anything like set related or product specific. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I was just kind of giving them a little bit of a shout out, acknowledging the work that they do for the community. So anyway, there we go. I was checking out 2021. This is 2020, but I was checking out 2021 Topps Chrome and some of the parallels that they were offering. And here, I'm going to go back to 2020 for a second just to kind of compare them. So you guys know the parallel lineup for the most part, right? You got refractor, prism, pink, sepia, X, negative, purple, blue, green, green wave, blue wave, or blue, green, green, green wave, blue wave, gold, gold wave, orange, orange wave, red, red wave, super, and printing plates. That's all pretty standard. We've had some of these for a while. I don't know how far back the refractor goes, but the pink refractor goes back to 2015 Topps Chrome. Sepia goes back to 2011 Topps Chrome. And the x-fractor as a non-numbered parallel goes back to 2006 Topps Chrome. So a lot of heritage in some of these parallels here. Let's hop over to 2021 Topps Chrome. We have refractor, prism, no X, no pink, no sepia, negative, and then they added magenta, magenta speckle, aqua, and aqua wave. Do these sound familiar to you guys? Well, they kind of should, because guess what? Aqua and Aqua Shimmer found right over here in Bowman. They're kind of just copying the parallels over. 2021 or 2021 Bowman has this speckle refractor. There's no magenta here. I mean, this looks like a first for magenta, at least that I can see. So I kind of get why they're adding parallels into this. I don't actually mind them adding magenta speckle, magenta speckle, aqua, and aqua wave, because there's this idea that as print runs go up, which they almost assuredly will, that it's harder to pull color, so they need to add some parallels. I'm totally fine with that. That's cool. But I have a problem with them getting rid of X, pink, and sepia. That seems a little bit egregious. Um, because part of this is building brand, right? Like they had X Factors are a part of Topps Chrome Heritage. They've been around for over 10 years. They've been around for almost 15 years. Pinks have been going back to 2015. They're pretty iconic, at least in the ultra modern stuff. Sepia goes back to 2011. I personally don't love sepias, but I think they have a place and they're good. It's nice to have them in the blasters and whatnot. Um, uh, so and some people would say, oh, well, you're the guy who complains that Topps doesn't innovate enough. Isn't this just a sort of an innovation? And I would say yes, partially they're trying to innovate by adding refractors, but part of this is they're destroying their own brand, because like if you compare this to Panini, right? Panini builds brands around the parallels. Think about Prism Silver. There's a whole culture. There's a whole subculture around Prism Silvers in the sports card market. Specifically, I'm referring here to football and basketball, but like that's the key iconic card. They help build a culture around that card, and part of that's because they've had it in Prism for years. They've had silver since 2012 Prism. They call it Prism, which is stupid. You shouldn't have Prism. That's ridiculous. But regardless, they had the card, back in 2012. But Topps changes this up so much. It's like, what are we doing, right? And going back to Bowman for a second here, the whole idea of Bowman is that it's the rainbow product. For those who don't know, a rainbow is where you take a card, just take a regular base card out of any set, and try to collect every single parallel of that card. One of each of the parallels. So you get one atomic, one refractor, one speckle, one purple of the same card, the same say Adley Rutschman card. And then once you had all of them lined up, you'd have a rainbow. You'd have all the colors of the parallel rainbow. That was kind of the whole Bowman thing. That was the classic Bowman rainbow, right? But now, well, I don't want to count these, but like, if we go over here, it looks like there are more parallels in Topps Chrome than there are in Bowman, or at least there's the same amount. Like, so you're turning them into the same product, except for Topps Chrome is for rookies and Bowman's for prospects. You know what I mean? It just feels like you're degrading the brand, and you're kind of combining them into each other. even if you don't love go to basketball again. Even if you don't love Optic or Select, they're definitely different than Prism, and they offer their own appeal, right? Because Optic brings back the nostalgia of rated rookies, and Select is a whole new idea of the three tiers and whatnot. But like these two products are so similar, it's like it's frustrating because like it's what are you doing, Topps? Topps Chrome is no longer Topps Chrome, and Bowman's no longer distinctly Bowman. They're like a hybrid of each other, which is in itself awkward. The only brand that Topps has created is that everyone hates greens. Like that's literally the only brand they've been able to foster, which is honestly sad. Um, uh, it's just highly frustrating. I'd suggest that they bring back X, Pink, and Sepia. My one question is, what's going to happen to Mega Boxes, Value Packs, and Blasters? Because some of the big draws to those are the exclusives. X-fractors for Megas, Pinks for Value Packs, and Sepias for the Blasters. So what's going to happen to that? I wonder if, like, why are they trying to degrade retail? I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know that for a fact, but I don't know. Speaking of green, talk about 2021 uh, Bowman. They got rid. Everything is pretty standard here, but they did get rid of. Added the aqua, and maybe they did aqua last year. I don't even know. Well, anyway, they got rid of green. There's no green anymore, which is kind of funny that everyone hates green, and they just got rid of it. Which is understandable. Greens aren't particularly attractive in the card community. But I don't know. This is just it's just frustrating because Topps, you've got to try to be consistent and build something. And like, let's look at this card. This is just an eBay ad, but like Bowman from 2009 is completely different than Bowman in 2021. And it's not that they've just added stuff, but they've added stuff and got rid of stuff. If you look at 2012 Prism, most everything from 2012 Prism basketball is still in 2021 Prism basketball. They just added stuff to it. They're building on what they already have. With Topps, they're making edits, and edits are confusing because edits break up the hierarchy, kind of not hierarchy, but like the heritage, right? Because what if you're someone who likes to collect all the pink refractors of all the big rookies, right? Well, now you can't do that because guess what? They got rid of pink refractors. You know what I mean? It's just like x-fractor. Some things were sick, man. Like you've had this in 2006. Like why are you canceling that now? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'd love to know what the reasoning was behind Topps' decision to make this change. Can we also take a second to acknowledge just how small this font is? Like Topps, I'm gonna make a whole separate video on just how the design differences between Topps and I think it's actually a pretty cool design. I like this little these flash outs here, and the border is always nice. But like the nameplate is just so small. But yeah, trying to make this a little bit constructive. I appreciate that you guys added in magentas and magenta speckles and whatever else, but keep what you already have and just add to it. Um, I don't know. I said this was going to be a quick one, and I'm actually going to keep this one quick for once. I just wanted to kind of make you guys aware of that before 2021 Topps Chrome releases. Interested to see what the community feedback is on this. I wonder if people will be passionate about it or if they won't really care and it'll kind of just slide under the radar. But even if it kind of does slide under the radar, I think it could have some long-lasting effects on the brand and the resale value of some of the cards. Think about it, like are pinks gonna hold less value now, or sepias and X's because they're not like current, right? They're not in the current product, so they're not gonna hold value. From the previous ones, and they're not going to hold as much value. I mean, there are some interesting market correlations to this. We'll have to see what ends up happening. But yeah, just want to keep this one quick tonight. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll hope to catch you guys in the next one.